Of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
I have the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
Your all-encompassing chronicles.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzax, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone. And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, savored all too seldomly. Let me phrase it like Zigzax might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars. But I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzax worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I laze beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you. Oh, before you go, here. Take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin. Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
I see air over this rot. Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. I knew you weren't the type to be taken in by such high-flying, pie-in-the-sky nonsense. Let the magical history imps fly their floating islands into the end of time for all we care. Then again, if what he says is true, and he really does know everything, he might be a mighty powerful ally to have. Imagine! Sorry, Zaxix, I haven't fixed your space carpet, but if you could tell me where the bearded source dragon of Fire Lake has made its nest, I'd be obliged. Useful indeed. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? A magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house, afore the divines punish you for your aberrant ways. No, if you please. This room is private. The 7 grand
If she
abundance.
sulks in flower stink much longer, deer will smell this lady from a field
Don't
away.
just stand there.
I'll save a leg of something good for when she begins to
Away
starve.
with you.
All right, comrades, nothing to see here. Lady of the house, a little privacy.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging your favourite?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to...
Source was in play here, all right, but that doesn't solve the mystery.
I think it would be wise to inspect the Councillor's corpse and see what clues we can find.
Looking good.
Thank heavens. Maybe now you can learn something useful.
Rhymes with murder. Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities. There's no experience to be won from pestering me with vapid flattery.
Greetings, Source Hunter.
Bloody undead. Remember above all to stay behind the wall, we tell our children. Now you heed them words, Source Hunter.
Praise be that Ahu the wizard built those newfangled weapons of his. Seal would have long been overrun by undead if it weren't for them contraptions.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
Jageta, friend.
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising. No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kajdanor.
brief history of
Demonology.
Stojageta. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hold is yours.
Monarchia de the Source Hunter. Have you come to your... I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that quite clearly there is no room left in your band of adventurers for an additional champion. The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium.
Place this book
I
here.
know it by heart.
Volume of poetry among novels. Urak. What mayhem. Kajdinar.
For
A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet
Is
another
there no
fine.
new book to be discovered in this library?
Now this is valuable.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone?
The Lesser Key of
Sometimes I think those
Sadakandras.
books sprout little
What
legs in the night.
nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenteken. Esmeralda does have
The
a
Lesser
propensity for
Key
all
of
things naughty, hasn't
Sadakandras.
she?
Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Demonology for
Where's the...
Dumbo.
In the mood for cheese? Their excuse is more home than a slice of this fine Norman there.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Let's see.
Ah, hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Got an eye for farm potatoes. Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Pay the big cheese on your gut with a wheel of the good stuff.
Not even worth the rummaging.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. I am Septimus, seventh son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Sicile from day 1. Alas, both of them have long since fallen in battle against the dead. But never shall I lose heart. Long as a single legionnaire stands, all of us remain undefeated in the eyes of the gods. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Rivellon, my friend. And I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her, Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. You claim to possess evidence that implicates Lady Esmeralda in the murder of her husband? Well, let's have it then. Let me have a quick read. Wait, what? There's another... I mean, she had an admirer who wanted her to kill her husband, then elope with him? What madness is this? It cannot be true! And what questions are those? This place is practically a tomb. And these Sicilians are constantly crying for our attention. There's a zombie in my garden. An orc ate my baby. My sheep is gone. Oh, woe is me. It never ends. I'll be grateful when our reinforcements finally arrive. Maybe they'll manage to muster the will to care. I remember waking up with a head full of hammers 2 years ago. The drill sergeant barking away, "Up you get, lads, we sail for Sicile. Them's in need of the Legion over there." They certainly were, and they are still. Only, we cannot grant them victory. For I have yet to see the mortal soul that can put those undead bastards to rest once and for all.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool. This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Well, what do you want to know? Sicile. Now that's a sad story. Roofs of elegant homes burned for fuel, oaken cupboards emptied, and ladies dragging the dregs of their great skirts to bargain for fish bones. They're nightmare incarnate, aren't they? Let a priest explain that to me. How we all supposedly become the gods' children in death, when in fact foul magic can bring us back and make us haunt our own kin in endless, mindless deviance.
About her innocence.
Tell me, Septimus,
We'll need to look for
would your
evidence if we
wife
want to
or
prove she
sweetheart
actually
be
did the
compensated
evil
by the
deed.
Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way, I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Come all and see the amazing singing Stefan! Sicil's only sentient...
My word! What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on, right? Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I'll just let my appreciation for... Oh!
My word! Just waiting for his big debut.
What is it this time?
Take it up with Katerina. She's the master of this pig circus.
Enjoying the fair, right away, my dear, just as fast as your boots can carry you. You found something decent to perform, I trust, and you've gathered enough actors to do it justice? Speak to Master Chaucer if you're ready for your debut. He alone can adequately prepare you for the stage.
Fantastic!
Fantastic! What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on. Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to... 98, 99, 100. Looks like all's in order, Chief. So, ready for a bigger crowd than you can shake a stick at? Stand back and watch this.
Tricks of a kid? This here is the greatest...
Fantastic!
What is it this time?
Katerina's given... Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage. Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. May the show begin! Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last words?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king has a great thirst of colour. So
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
Oh, come on! We haven't got all day!
The stage is yours.
What's the hold up? Bravo!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Sure! Bravo!
Good show!
Good show!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before. A tide of distaste overwhelms the crowd. Haven't you got a tastier morsel to feed them than whatever drivel this is?
The acting to the real actors.
Anyone got an old tomato?
I thought this was supposed to
Howling
be...
jeers assault your ears. You can't possibly be enjoying this.
Get off the stage!
Anyone got an old tomato?
The crowd has quite departed. Perhaps you should try your performance another time, when there's more of an audience around to hear it.
The action was innovative.
Come
but
on!
the story was
Come
simply
on! Can't you
unforgivable.
hear the stage? What is it this time?
Enjoying the fair, aren't you?
I wouldn't waste another minute on this trash.
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Siceal, what you're made of. Oh, beer and flapjacks.
Can you spare a coin?
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Not here, not now. We'll be better off speaking in the privacy of the cellar. There are eyes and ears everywhere. You know the healer's clinic, don't you? Oh, what's his name? Theliron. Yes, behind Theliron's house of healing, along the cliffs, you'll find Reginald's sparse little shack. There I know we won't be overheard. He keeps a spare key right near the place in a pen guarded by a rather lonely little sheep. You can't miss the bugger. Psst. If not here, not now. It won't be the worst.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Nonsense, Venerable One. Those are only chickens. And plump, juicy ones at that.
Not here, not now. We'll be better off speaking in the privacy of... You know the healer's clinic, don't you? Oh, what's his name? Theliron. Yes, behind Theliron's house of healing, along the cliffs, you'll find Reginald's sparse little shack. There I know we won't be overheard. He keeps a spare key right near the place in a pen guarded by a rather lonely little sheep. You can't miss the bugger. Not here, not now. It won't be the worst. A little privacy at last. Out of earshot of that contemptible jester. We can finally speak freely. My true name is Nick. In life, I was an entertainer aboard the ship of the famed Pontius Pirate. I once dared to defy him and he savagely beheaded me for the attempt. Little did I know the abuse was only beginning. A wandering sorcerer, mad as the day is long, found my severed head on the beach and resurrected me. I spent months in his company listening to him blather on about his every inane opinion. When I asked him to return my head to my body, it must be in the Black Cove still, he became enraged and tossed my head into the sea. Reginald stumbled upon me some days later and consigned me into his horrid little show. I know not how long I've been entertaining slack-jawed imbeciles at the Siceal Fair. All I know is I just can't take it anymore. More than anything. But the chances are so slim with the Black Cove utterly infested with Pontius's undead cronies. My poor lost body is among them, sightless and silent in their vile company. For all I know, they're using it as a coat rack. Traveller, if there were any way you would brave the cove's depths and reunite me with myself, you'd be doing me the only kindness I'd have received in as long as my poor memory serves. That charlatan doesn't have a lick of his own talent, so he begs, borrows and beats it from those of us with a real vision for the stage. What I wouldn't give to give old Reggie a swift kick in the jugglers. Oh, to have legs again. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
Aim straight. Aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Good day to you. Read a big cheese on your book with a wheel.
Get it while it's fresh. This
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11? I listened in while you were talking to that would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder you source hunters are known for setting the place straight.
That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Oh, hello, love.
No better solution to the zombie.
Can't have gotten far.
I wonder how my dear, sweet Doreen is doing. Source hunters, eh? All right, proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd. Now that the herd's gone, old Birchie's just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through. I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced. Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand. Sorry, can't help you there. Haven't got enough livestock left to warrant a hand with the work. Livestock's got twice the sense and price the soul of the average human, I say.
Stefan, I will never forget you.
Well, tuck my tail and call me Bessie. A 2 feet addressing me directly? Huh, I thought I'd never see the day. Oh, me and my brother Bull have dragged this here cart all around Sightseal, from dock to graveyard and back again. Speaking of Bull, you ought to say hello to him. He's clairvoyant, you know. Can tell your fortune to the T.
I'm seeing 2 feet approaching me, and here you are. My powers astound even me. I'm Bull, the leading clairvoyant in Sightseal. The 2 feets never bother to ask. but I see all that is and is to be. Of course, most winsome 2 feet, of course. What would you like to know? Why, yes, most wealthy indeed. But you must be vigilant, 2 feet, for I see that your wealth will come by bloody means. Well, that depends, 2 feet. That depends. I see that love has caused you to falter in the past. Yes, falter dearly. You must reconcile your mistakes before you will find true love. Death. Ever the most difficult topic to foretell. I see. Oh.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my hands.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You're free to go, though we Legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts, so we won't be able to back you up. You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs put on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. So...
Look alive, my good man. This gate'll be short work for a well-equipped contingent of Orcs.
That rooster thinks he's such hot stuff, posing for Jerome.
appears to be locked. Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Bah! Now this is valuable.
If only the popular girls from the Source Academy could see how edgy and dangerous you've become.
It's locked. Hidden between darkness and light.
the sun is out, and yet I feel a cold inside my soul. Oh, how nice it is of you, the very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day, wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you, O sapling rose, O leaf of spring, for my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance, thy kind ministrations. I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, O whelp of men, with my tale? But not here, where the winds may steal my words. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder, O budding flower of the morn. Yet that which I would tell you is of a rather private nature. So let us escape both the chill and the eye of public scrutiny. Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there, so that we can warm our bones, yet make shiver our hearts with a tale of loss